is it safe to say, honestly, because Justin Fields throttled Clemson? Is it really a safe bet to say that Trevor Lawrence has the number 1 pick locked up to himself?
Yes.
No matter what happens in the national championship game.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Brian,
It's not your turn, Brian.
Brian, my turn.
Sorry.
My God.
Thank you.
Deal.
No question. Trevor Lawrence is the number 1 pick. You can't base you can't base your draft grade off of 1 game.
Right.
Trevor Lawrence didn't play terrible. Justin Fields just had the game of his life. You can't expect that from him every single time. He hasn't been that impressive. He's not in the Heisman race. Maybe it's because he hasn't been playing that well, which I think it is, or the fact that he only played 6 games. But you can't base who's going to be the number 1 pick. You can't change it based off of 1 game. So
Right.
The only one that you can change is Kyle Trask, because that was terrible.
Right, but he doesn't have it was like between him and Mac Jones too. Like there was kind of going back and forth at that time. So it was closer than this may seem. Ryan.
Trevor Lawrence is arguably the greatest quarterback prospect coming out of the NFL draft of all time. That's been said by a lot of people. Trevor Lawrence has lost twice since he was in elementary school. Trevor Lawrence threw for 440 yards against Ohio State. Justin Fields is another Ohio State quarterback that will probably get cut in a couple of years because he honestly might not be that good.
Right, we're not talking about who's better. We're talking about if he has the number 1 pick locked up.
I think all I just said is pretty clear that Justin Fields, I don't even think is the second quarterback off the board.
Okay. Looky.
I'm gonna say yes, but I'm gonna say 97% yes. Just because Lawrence is good. That loss really wasn't on him. Their defense was absolute butt chips. So it really wasn't his fault. He played a fine game to me. I mean, it wasn't anything spectacular, but it wasn't terrible. The only thing I say hold the phone on is, and I understand that this man and Justin Fields really have no connection, but I think it would be very interesting if Urban Meyer takes the Jaguars head coach position. Then that could be something interesting. I understand that he never coached Justin Fields, whatever, but double Ohio State, it's the only thing.
Well, yeah, I last time we had a podcast, last time we did Yes or Yo, I'm pretty sure we clean sweeped every question. It just kind of got to a point where it was repetitive. So I'm going to say
we did that with the picks.
I'm very high on the yield, very high end Yesh, but I'm on yield too, because this is probably the greatest, one of, if not the greatest Alabama team that they've had in God knows how long, in probably the history of the school. Offense, if Justin Fields can do what he did against Clemson, and compete with Bama, dare I say, even blow him out. He won't blow him out. But if he does, that's where the yield comes in, because after being Trevor Lawrence, obviously went undefeated to the Big Ten. Big Ten wasn't great. Penn State sucked, but whatever. They kill Clemson, and then if they do what they did at Clemson to that great Alabama team, he's able to compete with that offense, and he even does above and beyond. And as Luke pointed out, Urban Meyer maybe going to the Jags. I'm just saying, I think that door needs to still – we can't close the door yet on that number 1 pick just yet. I think I just need to wait to see the national championship game to figure that one out.
If he beats Alabama, the door it has to be considered.
If Justin Fields plays –
it would have to be almost a blowout, and Fields would have to – it would have to be near a blowout, and Fields would have to go completely ham.
If Justin Fields plays the exact same game, then Bama would still win by 14.
Yeah, no, he has to blow them out. He has to, because the defense isn't going to do what they did to Clemson to Bama's going to score in their 30-something points. So Fields literally has to almost score on every Fields needs to score a lot of points offensively. He needs to have the ball. He needs to have it working. I don't think we can close that door just yet. So, Jets fans, you're big Ohio State fans this week.
Concrete.